Alright, what's up guys? So I told you guys, if you've been following the channel, if you've been following the podcast as well, I told you guys I was going to be doing what we're going to be calling like a legacy series. So there were so many videos, so many vlogs, so many parts, especially of the DSM project that we recorded, but I never got to it. I never edited the videos, and I've got tons of them in folders that are finished now. We're just going to start posting them on Mondays. Mondays will be Legacy Monday for Seamless. We're going to be posting. So don't be freaked out whenever I'm posting something that's clearly already been done, like you've seen it on the Instagram already, or you've seen videos where it's like, wait a minute, the engine's already in the car. Like, why is the engine back out? So again, I'm going to give you this disclaimer on every Legacy video, but this is the first one of them, and this one is me just painting and coating the FP manifold for the turbo manifold for the DSM for the 4G63. So anyway, just wanted to give a little disclaimer there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you every Monday. I'm out. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Seamless Garage. Today we're going to do a little bit of parts installs on the 4G63 engine, and we may get into the engine bay, but this is just going to be a daily vlog. I don't know why I say daily, I guess because that's what they say, but this is going to be a vlog for today, for this weekend on progress on the car. Nothing special, no how-tos or anything like that. Just some progress and just documenting the process of the build and of this car. So stay tuned. We're gonna do some pretty cool stuff today. I got a lot of parts. Actually, let's get into that real quick. Let me show you the parts we got. So of course we've got the FP exhaust manifold, turbo manifold for the 4G63. It's ported, it flows a whole lot better than the factory one, and it's just a better design all around. Very reputable, Force Performance, so very reputable. Also, while I ordered that, I went ahead and got the studs and nuts for the kit. Those cool copper ones there, but yeah. So that's gonna be that. Actually, I'm going to paint this. I'm gonna put the exhaust coating on there, the black exhaust coating, heat temp coating, before I even install it. That way we're good to go there. Yeah, then we got the studs for the turbo to the manifold here. And I always get quality hardware. That's just something I've learned over the years. And then, like I said, for the coating that we're gonna use, it's this VHT flame proof high temp in black, because I got a tip from a buddy of mine, Ernie. He was telling me, man, he said these things rust, which I already knew some of that. I already knew about that a little bit, because you know, exhaust stuff rusts in general, but he said these things rust like crazy if you don't get them coated. So we're gonna coat that thing up, and hopefully she looks good for a while, because you know, just besides performance wise, I want this car to look good too when we're at car meets and stuff like that. I am partially an aesthetics guy. Then look, so we got the steel braided lines for the from my master cylinder to my clutch slave cylinder. Slave cylinder is still on the way, so we haven't got that yet. PTU had one of those. Wasn't one on the car. So there's a lot of this small stuff I'm going to show you that, you know, didn't come on the car because I got the car as is, and so it's just little stuff that I'm finding. You know, I haven't really messed with one of these cars before. This is the first time I've actually even worked on an Eclipse or Talon DSM, I guess. One way or the other, doesn't matter what year model, what have you. So yeah, I'm big on the 4G63 program. I'm sold on that platform, you know what I'm saying, and the all-wheel drive setup. But this is my first time getting my hands on one. I've done a lot of research, done a lot of reading books, and I have a lot of friends. I got a lot of good resources on this build, but I'm having to use some of their help and some of their expertise on the ins and outs of these things, because because they've been around so long. Everybody, you know, a lot of people know the ins and outs of them and the common problems and the do's and don'ts, along with, like I said, the little missing parts that I don't notice are missing because I never knew they were there because I haven't worked on one before. So that's what we're dealing with. Anyway, so PTU, got that, didn't have one on the car. These are Evo 8, Evo 9 injectors. They're 560cc, and running those to match up with this 16G turbo here, as you can see. So I got the big 16G, and right now we're going with the factory ECU. I know I said I'm going to go DSM link or ECM link. I definitely am. But for the meantime, I don't know if you guys know, my goal switched. Before, I was going to have it completely built, completely done before I ever pulled it out. In my mind, I've made it where that's not feasible. The reason I say that is, it's not that I'm going to get bored. I just want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So most people have a running car, and it's a ever-going project where they add on to it. So that's what I want to do. I just want to have it running and driving, and then slowly upgrade it the way I want when I find out, you know, like the little suspension issues and this and that, and get it ready and get it in tip-top shape before I decide to completely build that stroker engine. So that's what I got going on. So yeah, so that, like I said, for now I'm going to use the regular ECM. Sorry, I went off on that tangent. I'm going to use the stock ECM. I found like a little loophole of things I can do to get away. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm very finicky about that. About things being, you know, up to par. Like I said, I'm going to get big into tuning and stuff because that's what I want to do. I want to make a car run the best that it can on that bleeding edge of performance. So that is definitely down the road. But like I said, in the meantime, I just want to see it run, hear it run, those type of things. So with these bigger injectors, we've got to find a way around the flow of them because it's going to run too rich. So the thing is, it's a 2G mass airflow. Okay, so we're going to run that, and you got to have the conversion harness because the connector for the 1G is different than the 2G. But we're going with a 2G mass airflow. And that is supposed to level it out to where it'll be all right. It's actually vice versa. You got to have those injectors to run this mass airflow. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, to run this mass airflow, you got to have that. And yes, before I said I was going to do speed density, still am, but you have to tune if you're going to do speed density. So we've got to wait till we get that ECM link to do that speed density. If you don't know what speed density is, it's where you use it's a MAP sensor, a manifold absolute pressure, versus a flow sensor, and it's way better for boost cars in my opinion, especially on drivability. But you don't want to run the 1G mass airflow. This is the 2G. Like I said, you don't want to run the 1G because it's more restrictive. It's like a bottleneck, and it was a really bad design, so that's why we're steering clear of that. And so I made that decision, so I had to get bigger injectors. But it's also going to be cool because it's going to help with you know, a little bit of added boost to this with this 16G. You know, to a certain extent until we get into that point where it's going to cut out. So we'll worry about that when we get there. So like I said, car came as is with some things. This here, I'm not going to open it up, but I got the OEM throwout bearing. That was highly recommended over any other aftermarket throwout bearing. I had to get this because I got a used clutch kit that was only installed and moved around a little bit with this Kevlar Stage 3 clutch here, which is really cool. Highly recommended by a good friend of mine that's been in the DSM game for a long time. DSM and Evo game, I guess you could say 4G63 game. And then bolts for the flywheel. I got the wrong flywheel sent to me, so I got another one on the way, and bolts for the pressure plate. But that's what I got going on right now, and we're gonna get to it, whatever we got going on today. So as you can see, they've got like a little coating on it. Probably to keep it from rusting in packaging. But I'm gonna take it. We're gonna use I'm gonna use a coat hanger to hang it up. I'm gonna hang it up on the lift arms, and get the spray in it. Alright guys, let me give you all a little rundown on how to do this. So first off, since it's from FP, Force Performance, you can actually get it ceramic coated. You can order it that way. But anyway, I decided I want to do the project myself because I like doing stuff like that. So anyway, spraying it down right now with brake clean because we want to get all that residue from that protectant off of there. Otherwise the paint will not stick. So we're going to spray that off, get all that off of there, and then we're going to go with tape to tape off the inside of it so that we don't get paint inside there because it can mess up a sealing surface for our gaskets. Not likely, but you might as well just go ahead and get that taken care of. You know, just do it right and do it right the first time and you won't have any problems later on down the road. Next, we're going to spray it down with that VHT stuff that I showed you earlier. The very high temp paint, okay, and it's going to turn it to a black. I don't know if there's any other colors, but black is like the main color that we use, or the main color that I can even find, but that's what I wanted anyway. So I did 3 coats of that, okay. Did 3 coats. Was spray it and let it dry. I don't remember how long I let it dry. It was like 7 minutes or so maybe, and then let it dry, and I ran 3 coats. So that's pretty much it. You know, hold it up on a coat hanger, or really whatever, you know what I mean. Just make sure it's not messing up the paint, not preventing you from spraying all areas of it, because you want the whole thing covered, otherwise rust will start. There's a before, and then here's a little bit after, and let's get on to the rest of the video. Come and zoom in on this, man. So we had to come zoom in, or you don't got to zoom like that, just come check it out. We had to put some helicoils in. Look in there. Helicoil. Yeah. So what we had to do is put a helicoil in because whoever had it before, I didn't realize when I bought the head that they, I guess when they took the manifold off, they snapped the studs, which is typical because of the heat and everything from the exhaust and the turbocharger. So they seized up and they snapped them off, so I had to drill them out. And luckily we got a helicoil in there that'll fit. Hopefully it stays. It's not my favorite way to do it. I don't like it. I like things to be perfect, but it's going to be good for this just stock rebuild that we're doing, you know. So that's what we're doing now. So yeah, in this footage, I'm just putting in the new stud that I got that I ordered with the FP manifold, which is really cool. They come with the copper nuts and stuff, so it's a really cool little dress-up kit. Highly recommended from some people that are big in the community for DSM, so I went with it. There's the finished product there. It installed and everything. I didn't have any footage of installing it, but that's all good. It just is what it is, right? You just slide it on with the gasket and tighten the nuts up and you're good to go. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Be on the lookout. We're going to have 3 videos up a week from here on out. So again, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.